All right, I'm going to start posting some thoughts on the market. And it just seems like the market's been getting nuts. Um, right now, you see a chart up of the Nasdaq. Since its March lows, the market went up 100%. And that's an index, never mind individual stocks that drag that average up. But for our market to go up 100%, it's just, that's not a normal market. 100% in a year is not a normal market. And the last time I remember things being this nuts was back in the .com, back in 2000. I remember in 2000 seeing coworkers rush into the paper, opening up the paper, see how many points Yahoo went up by, CMGI, just a bunch of .coms at the time, and everybody was making money, and everybody was jumping into the .coms. No plan on if they were going to exit. They just needed to get in because this was the way to make money, and it was easy money, and it was time to get in. I don't even remember this happening in the 2008 top. I don't remember any coworker coming to me and saying, I'm making a shit ton of money on oil, on mortgage brokers, on the home builders, on the investment banks. I don't remember hearing any of this in 2008, in the 2008 top. But I'm hearing it today. I'm hearing everybody jumping into stocks, cryptocurrencies. Everybody jumping into cryptocurrencies. There's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies, and people are jumping into them. It's just incredible the way that people are jumping in with no plan, no exit plan. They're just jumping in. Take this dog shit coin. People jumping in. It's like, to me, it's like a cancer. Everybody has it or knows someone who has it. No idea of what they're doing. They're buying it. I have people asking me, I'm like, what's your plan? Ride it to the moon. Double my money. I mean, that's not a plan. That's like me saying I'm going on a trip and I only plan on hitting green lights. I'm not planning on any red lights. If I see a red light, I'm blowing through it because I only see green lights. That's what I planned, and that's all I'm seeing. It might work a few times, but eventually I'm going to have a crash through a red light. You got to have a plan. A lot of this is going to be directed towards people that are just buying with no idea of when they're getting out. Like, why are you buying that crypto? Oh, my buddy told me. Oh, a guy on YouTube said Bitcoin's going to 100,000. You know, what if that dog shit coin goes to 10 cents? What if Bitcoin goes down to 20,000? Do you have a plan? Just buying and holding and riding it and diamond handing it isn't really a plan. But that's the attitude I'm seeing right now in the market. It's just completely nuts. A couple of things I want to talk about. So a lot of things are making all-time highs. We're breaking records. So the number of retail accounts, we're making all-time highs. So I don't know if this has anything to do with the Weebles and the Robinhoods, which just makes it easy to download the app and you just swipe and buy it and see a little bit of confetti. I don't know, but we have record accounts. And that's not just in the US. I read an article the other day. Even India broke the record of retail accounts opened. Margin is debt. The amount of debt being used to buy stocks at all-time highs. Call options. People buying call options. They're so confident that things are going up that they're buying options. It's a derivative. All-time highs. IPOs. All-time highs. Last time we've seen an IPOs at this level was during the .coms. An IPO is an initial public offering. It's when a company goes public for the first time and shares are offered to the public. So we have that at all-time highs. The Q ratio, all-time highs. The Buffett indicator, all-time highs. Price to earnings, all-time highs. Everything's going through the roof. Real estate's going up. Stocks are going up. Cryptocurrency's going up. It's just like, where's all this money coming from? I mean, when was the last time you were in something and all your neighbors and your friends were in something and it turned out well? Give me one example the last time you were in something and everybody around you was in it and you all got rich. We can't all get rich at the same time. It doesn't work that way. But, I mean, look at this Nasdaq. So, the chart we're looking at right now, Nasdaq went up 100%. I'm going to just zoom out on this chart. I just want to show you something. Look at the last run-up we had in 2000. This was the .com. The Nasdaq crashed over 80%. So just like I said, for the market to go up 100%, there must have been stocks that went up even higher to bring that average up in the last year. Well, imagine what happened from 2000 to 2002. If the Nasdaq went down 80%, a shit ton of companies went out of business, or some of them went down 90+% to drag that average down. And then it took 2016? Let's see. Yeah, pretty much 2000, you can say 2017 to reach that peak of the Nasdaq. It took 16, 17 years to get back to that level. So just keep that in mind when you guys are buying something at a peak. It may take, and it dips. It may be a dip or it may be a crash. You don't know. You don't know at the time that it's happening. But if you're in a crash, it may take 15 years for that to go back, if it comes back. If you happen to be lucky enough to hold on to one of the companies that survive. But how many companies went out of business? So just keep that in mind as you're buying things that are running up. I mean, let's take a look at some charts. So these are some of the hype stocks. I kind of made a list of things that ran up a lot. I'm going to scroll the chart back to February. I mean, look at this. This is Tesla. What, from 100 close to what was the top at? The top was at 850, let's call it. I mean, incredible run. I mean, never mind if you bought at the bottom, but you're close to a 1,000% run in less than a year. Etsy, same thing. All these charts are just EXPI. Look at the run that this one had. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just crazy. Look at Zoom. Zoom topped out in October. But it went from, it closed at 73 and it jumped up to 550. Less than a year. Who's buying this stock after it's had that run up? Look at this spike right here. Look at this big volume spike on September 1st. It went up 40% in a day. And it still ran up some after that spike. I mean, some of these runs are just unbelievable. A lot of them have pulled back now. Look at this. You had that great run up, and now you're having that great crash. It's just stock after stock that just ran up. A lot of these were hype stocks. This one here, like, unbelievable how this one ran up too. So this one, MicroStrategy, put all its money in Bitcoin. And look at the way it ran up. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Look at this. So when you have a stock, and let's say it's trending up, a normal trend on your chart should be something like, at a 45-degree angle, you could say that's somewhat normal. You get like stair steps. You know, you go up some, you consolidate, you go up some, you consolidate. But when you get a stock that just goes straight up, I mean, what do you expect? It's like a rocket. This is a rocket, but it's going to run out of fuel. What happens when a rocket runs out of fuel? I mean, look at this angle. Think of it like an extension ladder. It's too dangerous to put that extension ladder at that angle. This is a blow off top, just complete euphoria. Look at the volume that came in. For every share that's sold, somebody bought it. Well, so what I'm saying is, if you're rushing in to buy this, who do you think's selling it to you? But this is multiple stocks that ran up like this. And most of them have topped out in February and March. I mean, look at this. Just look at this one. 15 to 55 in 2-3 months. Who's buying this? So I'm pretty sure you've heard the comment, buy low, sell high. All right, look at this chart. Buy low, sell high. What should you be doing? Is this buy low, sell high? What should you be doing? Looking at this chart, what should you be doing? Buy low, sell high. What would you do? again, from 700 to 2,000, less than a year. These moves aren't normal. This isn't a normal market. I mean, there's plenty of charts. A lot of these hype stocks just ran up. A lot of them have pulled back now. But I just want to show how crazy things have gotten and who's buying these stocks when they were at those highs. I mean, look at the angle of this one. I mean, that's a blow off top if I've ever seen one. In 2 months' time, taking off from $30 to 90 in 2 months. I mean, I don't understand who's buying this. I mean, if you're trading it, you're day trading it, and you're looking at a 15-minute chart and you have a exit strategy, and that's fine, but I mean, what I'm seeing is a lot of people just buying with no exit strategy. So just trying to give another point of view. So going forward, a lot of these stocks have pulled back, which would be normal, a normal pullback to the 200-day moving average. The long-term moving average, you would expect that on all of these stocks, and a lot of them have now pulled back. This one's, look at this, right below it. Incredible run, and now we're having an incredible crash. And a lot of these stocks are now in downtrends. Meaning by downtrend is they've all peaked, they're all in downtrends. You can do this with stock. You can do this with all the hype stocks that ran up. They're all in downtrends right now. As far as buying, you probably want to wait till these downtrends are broken. I'm just showing you a few of them, but they're all pretty much had their run up and they've all had these downtrends. And they might keep trending down. So just fair warning, if you're jumping into these, you're jumping into these stocks with no exit plan, this is what can happen. You can lose 50, 60, 80% of your money. Let's check out Riot. Riot is a crypto miner. Look at that run up. Look at this straight up run in February. I mean, unbelievable. 25 to 80 in a couple weeks. Marathon's another one. Look at this run. But just as fast as it went up, it's come down. So I'm going to start posting some of my thoughts. I just wanted to first start out with how crazy things have been, and I'll start posting some of my charts and what I think and what my plans are. And I'll probably start with my chart settings, then I'll show a trading plan and when I should be in the market or when you should be out of the market. Just give some people some ideas and something different than, I'm buying and I'm diamond handing it. So I'll start posting some more videos. I don't know if I'm going to do it on a weekly basis. I'll probably do a few videos showing my chart settings, and we'll take it from there.